Okay, so what if I told you that the most dangerous place for your business isn't when things are going wrong, but the exact moment you finally feel comfortable? Today, we're going to dig into this powerful idea for building something that actually lasts. And it all starts with understanding why security is pretty much the enemy of comfort. This right here, this is the whole game. It's the sharp line between a business that just kind of gets by and one that truly thrives year after year. Seriously, if you're building for the long haul, you've got to burn this idea into your brain. All right, to really get this, we need to talk about the weather. And I'm not just talking about what's outside your window. I mean the economic, the emotional, the business weather. Because as you're about to see, you can never, ever assume a sunny day is going to last forever. Just picture this. It's a perfect morning in Virginia. I mean, after weeks of just gray, gloomy skies, the sun is finally blazing. It feels like summer is here. And it's so easy to let your guard down, To just think, the good times are finally here to stay. But then, the sky just darkens. That beautiful, warm sun, it's gone. And a torrential downpour starts. In an instant, that perfect day is just a memory. And anybody who got a little too comfortable is now completely soaked. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, that rain turns to sleet. And by nightfall, a full-blown snowstorm has blanketed everything. We're talking summer to winter in less than 24 hours. It's just a wild reminder of how volatile the world can be. And that's exactly what happens in business, isn't it? The good weather is when sales are booming, the system's running smooth, everything just feels easy. And the storm, well, that's the sudden market shift, the unexpected competitor. It's that moment you get financially sick all because you got comfortable and took your foot off the gas. So, okay, if we can't control the weather, what can we do? Well, the answer is in this really powerful idea called packing the dirt. It's all about building a foundation so strong that no storm, I don't care how vicious it is, can shake what you've planted. Think about hitting a huge milestone, maybe like going live for the 100th time. It's a massive win, for sure. And it's so tempting to see it as the finish line, right? But a resilient mindset, it sees it for what it really is. Step one. Every single achievement is just the beginning of the next challenge. And this is what packing the dirt is all about. When you plant a seed, you don't try to control the wind. No, you get on your hands and knees and you pack the soil so tightly that that little seed becomes unshakable. In your business, your daily habits, your relentless consistency, your mindset, that's the soil. You gotta pack it tight. So how do you actually do it? Well, first you shift your boots. This is about changing how you see your work week. Friday isn't for coasting into the weekend. No, it's Freedom Friday. It's the day you trade in your job boots for your business boots and you double down on your own dreams. Second, you have to actively reject complacency. And third, you stay relentlessly consistent because that's how you pack the dirt day in and day out. Now, building this mindset, that's an internal game, but you don't have to play it alone. There is a powerful new partner out there that can help you build that solid foundation and bring your vision to life like never before. Okay, here's a super crucial shift in thinking. Most people, they see AI as just a tool, like a hammer. You tell it what to do, it does it. But the real magic, the real leverage, that happens when you start treating it like a partner. You share your vision, your goals, your craziest ideas, and it helps you articulate them with clarity and consistency. It becomes a true collaborator. I mean, just imagine a business partner who is always on, always ready to work, and never, ever makes an excuse. A partner that actually takes the time to understand your vision and helps you communicate it to the world. That's the power of AI when you treat it like a partner. It is the ultimate force multiplier for packing the dirt around your goals. So, you've got the resilient mindset. You've got this powerful AI partner. What happens when a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity comes knocking? Let's see how this all comes together when you're actually prepared to seize the moment. So not long ago, in a private meeting in the UK, fewer than 50 people got a little glimpse of the future. They saw the unveiling of a completely new system from OLSP, a platform designed to help entrepreneurs build and scale their online businesses. And this new version is supercharged with AI tools that are built to just eliminate the friction that holds most people back. This creates a massive first-mover advantage. Think of it like this. It's like you're a farmer who's handed a revolutionary new seed, weeks before anyone else even knows it exists. By the time other people are just hearing about it, your crops are already growing. So here's the timeline of that advantage. Right now, you can get access to a limited-time replay of that exclusive reveal. Soon, you could be implementing these game-changing tools. And later, while your competitors are just lining up at the store, your business will already be thriving. But it all comes back to this one really critical question. A first-mover advantage is completely useless if you haven't done the work. Is the soil of your daily habits, your mindset, is it actually ready for a game-changing opportunity? Or is it all just going to wash away in the first storm? And hey, speaking of opportunities, tomorrow we are diving into a powerful new tactic. It's a live training on how to turn incredibly cheap 7-cent Google clicks into consistent daily profit using new AI-powered quizzes. You are not going to want to miss that. And as a quick thank you for joining me for this explainer, I've got a special bonus for you. If you want to learn how to create your own realistic AI avatar for your content, just comment the word Barry below and I'll send that free training right over to you. Thanks for watching. Now go pack your dirt, stay resilient, and I'll see you in the next one.
They keep telling you, stay motivated. Watch this. Listen to that. Get inspired. But what happens when the video ends? When the music fades? When nobody's clapping, watching, or waiting for you to win? What moves you then? I used to run on borrowed energy, quotes, speeches, people hyping me, yeah. Felt unstoppable for a moment, then I'd crash, like it was never in me. That's the problem with external fuel. It burn quick, don't last, don't rule. You dependent on a source outside, so when it disappears, so do you. I was chasing feelings, not building fire, waiting to feel ready instead of climbing higher. But readiness ain't a mood you catch, it's a discipline you wire. So I had to ask myself something different. If nobody ever told me keep going, would I answer that honestly? I realized purpose don't scream, it whispers. It ain't in the crowd, it's found in the mirror. It ain't in applause or validation checks. It's in what you do when there's nothing to flex. Motivation temporary, purpose permanent. One phase away, the other's inherent. You don't wake up feeling it every day, but purpose don't care how you feel anyway. It moves through you even when you're tired, even when life feel misaligned and wired. It's that quiet push you can't explain. Let's say do it again through the doubt and pain. So I stopped asking how do I feel and started asking what's real, what's mine to build, what's mine to create. That's when I found something stronger than fate. I don't need a reason, I am the reason. I am the reason. I don't need the feeling, I don't need the feeling. I move with meaning. No more waiting, no more waiting, no more chasing, no more chasing. Internal driver, that's what's leading. Yeah. Now I move like it's already decided. No hesitation, no need to be guided. I built a system inside of my soul that don't break down when I'm losing control. External noise don't shake my direction. I learned to operate without the connection. Not disconnected but self-sustained. Energy internal, never drained. I don't need hype, I don't need cheers. I done built this through blood, sweat, tears. Every rep carved into my frame. Now discipline calling me by name. This is what it looked like when purpose drive. You ain't just working, you feel alive. Even in struggle there's something deeper. You not just moving, you moving with meaning. Listen close. Purpose don't shout, it pulls. It don't beg, it demands. And once you feel it, you can't go back. There's gonna be days you don't feel like it. Do it anyway. gonna be days you question everything. Keep going anyway. Because the ones who make it ain't the most motivated, they the most committed. To something deeper than motivation. I don't need a reason. I am the reason. I don't need the feeling. I move with meaning. No more waiting. No more chasing. Internal driver, that's what's leading. When the world go quiet, when the noise disappear, when nobody's watching, that's when you find out if you really got it, or if you was just borrowing it. Borrowing it.
You do not need an expensive platform to build a content machine. Get the free AI UGC blueprint.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepared was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to get this cake, come grab a stack. Life could be sweet, if you listen, you'll see. Food for action on a platter, served fresh by me. I'm serving knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 63, day 2, and we are right at 14 minutes into today's challenge. So today, we're going to get right to it. And I'm not going to keep you guys too long today because we know what today is. Today is Tuesday. And Tuesday is what we consider Training Day Tuesday. Now, yesterday, Monday, I gave you guys a in-depth training. And that training right there, you know, I reflect back on it and I think about it, and you know, I'm gonna promote that particular live a little bit more. I'm going to share it a little bit more. I might actually chop it up a little bit just so that I can, you know, share it on different platforms, because it was a very valuable training. Just like last week's live, either Thursdays or Wednesdays, that was another one of those trainings that, you know, is something that could go in a premium style package. Something that, you know, is so valuable that it's going to serve the people who actually get a hold of it and watch it and listen and actually, you know, take action on the information, right? So today, I'm going to keep it light. But I do have a special message. Now, I think about what actually fuels a person. And as I'm listening to that most inspirational, most motivational song, that internal driver song, it, you know, it just reconfirms in my mind how great that song is. Now, I'm going to be a little petty just for a second. If you don't think that song is amazing, if you don't like that song, if you don't love that song, then there's something absolutely wrong with you. Plain and simple. It's not the song. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's your idea of, oh, is it a real artist? No, it's AI. So you feeling as though it's AI, you already dismissed it. That's your personal problem. That's part of your personal belief system that is allowing your judgment to be clouded. And that's all you. Now, today's message is about belief. And as we transition from the most valuable document in all of online marketing, I want to pull up something else. I want to pull up, you know, it's still the same tool, which is Canva, which is something that I absolutely love to use. And it's a section. This is just a small section of this overall document that I have up within Canva. But this right here, what we're going to talk about is another set of 5 words that saved me. Now, these 5 words right here saved me, and hopefully they will save you. Now, I didn't realize how important these 5 words were until I actually got in the midst of starting my business and starting to operate my business, and then realizing that success wasn't something that was guaranteed. I realized after being in the industry for, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, then a couple of years, I realized that success is kind of like a human being. It's like a leader. It's like a king or a queen. And in all of those cases, a king or a queen or a leader of any form, they have security. They have things that surround them that's designed to protect them. Either they live in castles, they live in mansions, they live in some fortified fortress or whatever it is, and they have, armed security for the most part. But these things are designed to protect them from, you know, having unworthy people or, unscheduled people come at any given time to approach them and possibly do whatever, steal from them, rob from them, you know, waste their time altogether. They have these protection mechanisms. And I realized that success is one of those things that's no different. It has security all around it. It has these walls. And you have to get skilled at being able to overcome these boundaries, these barriers. Either you have to learn how to become a skilled climber, which requires you to, you know, of course, as usual with everything, you have to get the right tools in order for you to climb. So if it's a wall, then you might have to acquire you some rope. Once when you acquire the rope, then you might say, man, I don't even know how to use this rope. Then you have to get the knowledge on how to actually use that rope, what type of knot to tie so that you can secure that rope at the top of that wall or whatever it's going to be hooked to. Then you have to learn how to secure that rope around you so that as you're climbing, it's still going to be a challenge getting up that wall. But as you're climbing, if you happen to slip, you won't fall all the way down to the bottom and injure yourself too badly. So everything requires tools and skills. So whether you're climbing a wall to get to success or you're walking up to success's door and there's armed security there, You have to be willing to, answer some questions. Security is going to ask you, hey, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What is your purpose in coming here? What are your intentions? And you have to be able to answer those questions. And if you're the right person, if you're the person that's supposed to be coming to that door and being allowed entrance into where success is resting, you have to be able to answer those questions correctly. And these 5 words right here are the 5 words that helped save me when it came to this situation. Never get caught lacking belief. That was at the foundation of everything that I needed in order to become successful. See, you can climb a wall if you have the rope. You can climb the wall if you have the skill and you know how to tie the knot. But once when the challenges come, you may never actually get over that wall until you have the belief. Or, in other words, until you have the faith, right? So we interchange those words, faith, belief. But until you have the belief that what you're doing is worthy, that you are the right person, that once when you actually get over the wall, or once when you get past the security, that success is actually going to allow you to take hold of it. See, it's not enough to actually be able to go over the wall, because some people can be cunning. They can, skirt the system, do whatever it is, climb the wall, sneak by security somehow, and then get access to where success is. But then success, it looks at you and it says, it recognizes the missing pieces, the things that a lot of other people might have, ignored about you, or they didn't notice. It recognizes the fact that either you belong here or you don't belong here. And it's going to ask you some questions also. It's going to test you. It's going to put you through even more tests than you originally thought you were going to be tested on. And in order to pass those tests, you have to have belief. And you can never get caught lacking belief. I think about it in terms of when a person is actually in a sales conversation and they're trying to sell a product or service, or even better, a better representation of that is a politician campaigning. It's their election season, and they have to go through all of these challenges. They have to go from town to town, state to state, and they're pleading their case. Whether what they have to say is good or bad, the one thing that they have and that they need in order to be successful is belief. They have to have self-belief, not necessarily belief in what they're actually promoting, because as we know, a lot of these people, they promote some good ideas and some bad ideas. And when it comes to the bad ideas, you just be looking at these people and you say, they have to know that this is a bad idea. But they stay the course. They drill down on that bad idea. They double down on that bad idea, as they say, and they keep it going. Why? Because they have a certain level of belief. Not necessarily belief in what they are promoting, but self-belief, belief in themselves, belief that they are the right person to get the job done, no matter what the job is. So imagine being a politician and you're up on stage and you're giving a speech and you're exuding all this confidence, and you can tell that this person has belief in themselves because they are just projecting it. And then at the end, more challenges come. This arrives when the questions come, the questions from the reporters. And they start to ask those challenging questions. Well, what do you feel about this? What do you think about that? What about your decision on that? And that led to this and that led to that. What about how you were accused of this and there's a scandal going on? It's that belief that that particular politician has that allows them to never get caught lacking belief. And you can tell, you can visually see when that moment arrives within certain people. You can tell when that belief starts to lack because their expression might change, the tone of their voice might change, they might avoid questions, they might, try to divert the conversation to something else. Something happens where that belief starts to slip and it shows. And the thing about success is that success notices every little nuance. It recognizes when you're not sure. It recognizes when it asks you a specific question, a challenging question, and you just don't have the answer, or you're making it up as you go. That belief, if you have a consistent belief system and you never get caught lacking in belief, that's when you have a strong presence all of the time. So no matter what the question is, no matter how hard it is, no matter what, when they ask you, hey, what about that scandal? The scandal in the news about you. You're able to answer that question without a hiccup. Your face don't drop. Your voice doesn't quiver. You know, you don't avoid the answer. Matter of fact, you dive into it. You say, hey, I understand what it is that you saw in the news. I understand what you might think the situation is, but here's what is really going on. There's some things that's going on that, out of my control right now, whether it's true or not, but we're going to handle it. And if you stick with me and you have belief in me, right, and what I stand for, then you will stick around and you will be there by my side. But just know that no matter what the challenge is, I am going to prevail. I'm going to be there at the end of it. And once when it's all said and done, and when the story fades, and when you realize that it was all just a bad scandal, a misunderstanding, a whatever it was, that I'm still here doing the job. That's what is called an unshakable belief system. When you're never caught lacking belief. So that's one of the major things that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I didn't have anything much behind this black wall right here. The only thing that I had behind this black wall is this. Belief is your internal driver. And that adds to why that song is so powerful to me, because as I listen to it and I hear the lyrics of it, it reconfirms to me everything about these 5 words. Never get caught lacking belief. And in the song, it talks about basically self-belief is all you have when nobody is clapping. So are you ready to do what's necessary even when nobody shows up, when nobody seemingly has belief in you, when they don't believe in you enough to say, hey, you are a priority. I have to be where you are no matter what. Now, some people, they command that type of belief. They've done it long time. They've built up uh, equity, so to speak. They built up that kind of level of trust, but it's on you to do the same. Once when you build the belief in yourself, once when you understand that you are the right person to knock on the door of success and that Success, once when it meets you, it's going to know that you are the right person. Once when you're secure in that thought, in that knowledge, in that belief, then everything else, all the other challenges will become, you know, just that, a challenge. And as being a warrior, being a leader, being a conqueror, being a champion, you are the person that's willing to rise to any challenge, and you look forward to it because it gives you the opportunity to display your belief in yourself. And the more opportunities you have to display your belief in yourself, the more opportunities you have for your audience to see that, hey, man, they said in the news that, you had some things going on with you, eh, but after this conversation right here, after what you said, how you put me at ease and how I see the confidence in you and the belief in your situation, you know, I'm riding with you just a little bit more now because I feel like you're being straightforward, you're being honest, you're giving me the missing piece that I didn't have before this conversation. You're letting me know that no matter what, you are willing to stand tall and address the situation without hesitation. And that's what builds leadership. And that's what leads to, in a case of a politician, it leads to them getting elected to whatever it is that they are going after. So, as I stated, today I didn't want to keep you guys too long because it is training day Tuesday, and we have, as usual, a training at 2 p.m. EST time. And I just want to pull that information up for us right now so we can understand and learn what is that training all about. So let me go to the home page. And as it says here, Tuesday, August 25th at 2 p.m. EST time. This training being hosted by one of my business partners, Mr. Wayne Crow. The title of it is The Easy Way to Get Free Traffic from Facebook. No guesswork. Now, right now, I'm streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So, if you're on Facebook watching, then this is definitely the training for you. If you're on YouTube watching and you want to get better on Facebook, then this is the training for you. If you're in online marketing and you just want to learn how to get better, you want to learn how to avoid having to pay for traffic, and you want to learn how to get it for free, this is the training for you. So it says here, one instruction. You will have learned it in under an hour on Tuesday evening, live with me. No ads, no budget. I worked it out. I taught it to one of my students, and he has made it so simple to follow that I now teach it his way. See, there's nothing like having the belief in yourself where you have the belief, you acquire the skill, then you teach it to somebody else, and they they get so great at it that you say, hey, I'm willing to follow the teaching of my student. There's, that's the ultimate belief. You believe so much in yourself and you learn the skills and you taught it so well because of your belief. You taught it so well to a student that they got even better at it. They implemented it and it resulted in great results. And now you don't have any ego. You don't say, hey, well, I'm going to continue to just do it my way. But the belief in the end result, the belief in yourself starting off that, hey, I can teach somebody something and make them an even better version of myself. I can teach them something and make them even better than me. That's the end result. It's not that I'm going to teach them something and they're just going to be good and I'm just always going to be the best in the world. No, the goal is for each level to get better and better and better. And that's my goal for you. If you're watching and you want to learn how to get great at online marketing, then I want you to take the information that I have, learn from it, use it, implement it, and get even better than me. Because I can tell you about 100 different things, but it doesn't mean that I've fully mastered all 100 of those things. It's not on me to master everything. It's on me to be able to give you that spark. And once when you have that spark, you yourself can turn it into a blazing fire, something that you can become the master of. And that's one of the biggest keys to success. Don't just take what somebody gives you and say, hey, I'm just going to play with it. And, I'm gonna do what they say. And, I'm just going to do the bare minimum. I'm going to see if it works. But no, if it's really of value to you and you have belief in yourself that you can be successful, then your belief should drive you to being the best at that particular thing as possible. Pick one of those 100 things. Dive deep into that thing and make yourself the best at it so that once when you do, if it's something that you learn from me, then you could come back and say, hey, this is what I did with the information you gave me. This is the results that I have. And then, damn, what I'm going to say is this. I'm proud of you. I had belief in myself that I could teach you this stuff. And the result of me having that belief in what I can teach resulted in you becoming great at that. Now, I want you to teach everybody else that information. I want you to be the teacher of that particular thing. I want you to be the best at that one particular thing and lead all of us in that area. So that's the power of being a great leader. Knowing when to actually become a follower also. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live. I hope you join me today at 2 p.m. EST time for this live training hosted by my business partner, Mr. Wayne Crow. And I hope you get the valuable information that you need from this training to get your traffic from Facebook, implement the information that's going to be taught, advance yourself, become an expert, become great, so that you can also teach your community how to do the same and be even better. So with that, once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed. We're going to close out like we always do. I look forward to seeing you today. And once again, as usual, the information to get access to the training is right here in the document. All you have to do is click on this link right here that says grab your mega link, because I want you to take action. And in order for you to take action and to get started, I know it's going to take some belief in yourself first. You have to have major belief in yourself. And it doesn't even have to be overwhelming belief, because there's different levels. And that's why this is so valuable once again, because this right here, once when you click the link, it's going to ask you to have a small bit of belief in yourself. Enough of a belief in yourself to make an investment in yourself that says, hey, I know that I am worth this and that I can make it work. That's powerful, having that belief. So if you have it, I want you to click the link that's in the description of this video or comment hustle, and I will send you direct access so that you can get started and join us on every live training that we have available for you. See you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.
Woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane. But I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night. Scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day, sounded small at first, but in silence, even whispers can't quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink. Mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. Till my PayPal pinged, then they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spitting like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted. But now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom and I claim my name now. Hustle berry on loop like healing chance, for the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. Now my daughter sees me different, eyes full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, it's a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not a mask on my face. Every bar I drop, every beat I ride, I'm freeing the ones with the pain they hide. 10 minutes ain't much, but it changed my name. Turned struggle into